Ms.B right here on Storm Talk 365. No, I'm just kidding. I'm excited. Yes, I'm adjusting my clothes because I'm just fidgety like that. But I'm so excited. Let me tell you, I'm so excited. This is Ms.B. I'm coming to you to let you know what's going on, what's happening, what are we doing. This is an update on everything that I'm involved in. Everything. Hi, Patricia. How are you? This is an update on everything that I'm involved in. First, let me just start out by saying, Father, I thank you for the opportunity, for giving me this platform, global platform on so many, hi, Michelle, on so many levels. Father, it's all about you. None of this is possible without you. Favor is fair. People say favor is not fair, but you knew I would be here before I even got here. So thank you so much, Father, for giving me the opportunity to be able to express all of this today. Thank all of you for joining. I really appreciate it. So let me just tell you what's happening. Hey, Michelle. Oh, yeah, I'm going to mention you too. Hey, Michelle. So first off, Positively Ms.B. That's right. I want to let everybody know that Positively Ms.B does now have a website, www.positivelymsb.com. Why? Because I'm trying to establish my own presence without being always connected to a network. Storm Talk 365 is always going to be my baby. The Father gave me the vision a while ago, but now who knew? He did, that I would be right here. So Storm Talk 365. People have asked, what am I doing? What am I going to do with Storm Talk 365? It's not me. God is already expanding it so much. It's just unbelievable. But first and foremost, Positively Ms.B is now out here on her own. That's right. Thank you so much, Michelle. And I designed it. It's not just, something that I came up with, but the Lord showed me how to put it out there. So again, Positively Ms.B has her own website. Go there. I'm beginning to blog on it. You can find information about me, my background, my bio, and even a resume that's coming up. You can find some form of videos and different things about me in case you want to know. I do have some new followers. Thank all of you for joining me. So that's it for Positively Ms.B right now. I'm actually hosting a fashion show coming up in September. You can find information about that on the website coming soon. I am available to co-host events. I'm available to go out live and broadcast from events. I am blessed to have Michelle Redd to invite me to come to be a part of her event. The National Summit come up. Church at Risk is coming up in November. You can find information about that at churchatrisk.com, www.churchatrisk.com. We have a lot of everything's on social media and Facebook, churchatrisk.com or the Church at Risk National Summit, or you can look up Michelle Redd. That's very important. I'm very active in that campaign. That also is something that I'm involved with that I take very seriously. So please join us on that. Michelle Redd has a podcast on Storm Talk 365 that comes on every Friday, 12 noon. She also has a live radio station with me at KTGDS Radio. She'll be coming on every Monday. Well, she's changing that, but she's coming on every Monday. She said 2 of them are going to be live, and I don't know what the other 2 are going to be, but she is scheduled to come on every Monday, East Coast time at 1 p.m. In case you're not familiar who Michelle Redd is, she is the ecclesiastical lawyer for the churches and faith-based groups. We have a lot of changes in the Trump administration legally, and a lot of people aren't aware of. Not only that, you need to know how to be proactive in different situations instead of reactive. Thank you so much, Michelle. It's my honor. But that being said, please follow Michelle Redd, the ecclesiastical lawyer. If you are a faith-based organization, church, no matter what, look up that National Summit information. We're going to have imams. We're going to have representatives from different religions to talk about what's going on with them. Not everybody is... Everybody is going through something, let me just say that. But that being said, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Hi, Raleigh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, Cheryl. So that being said, Positively Ms.B, go to the website. I'm updating it daily, but I do want you to let you know that I am trying to become autonomous from the network. So what's next? Let me tell you about Storm Talk 365. I have been, this is going on 18 months. And I've been promoting faith-based, non-denominational, and fee-free. Well, we are still going to be fee-free, but today I introduced a tier-based opportunity for you all to join Storm Talk 365. That would be also applicable to Storm Radio 24/7. So the initial free tier is still available, but there are other free tiers available that are fee-based, because we have expanded and offering you more opportunity for exposure for your ministry, your brand. So again, Storm Talk 365, the initial podcast opportunity is still free, but contact us for the tiers that you can be part of. But that being said, that's what's going on with Storm Talk 365. I still continue to have over 30 shows daily. I mean, we have something daily, but all combined, it's about 30 shows. Some people have two. And that's very exciting for me, because that means they're trusting Storm Talk 365 to share their ministry globally. We are a global podcast ministry. So what's going on with Storm Radio 24/7? I would like to say thank you so much for MBG. I just can't say enough about them. Look them up. They have a Facebook page. They're very community oriented. They're two young professionals who came together because of so much senseless killing. And they decided, you know, Lily Mae Jones and Amber James came together, and they call themselves the MBG. They are our base podcasters right now on Storm Radio 24/7. I did not know what I was going to do with it, and I had a lot of different things, but now the Lord has shown me what direction to take it. My daughter, Jamise Wilson, she's absolutely amazing, even though she has children and issues, but she's still stepping up. Storm Radio 24/7 is her baby. She's developing different stations for it, different focuses. It's going to be business. It's going to be about authors and poets and spoken words and singers and a lot of things going on over there. That's going to be the Information Entertainment Network. Storm Radio 24/7 is going to continue to be on the Spreaker platform, just as Storm Radio 24. Storm Talk 365. We're going to have all the same benefits, and everything applies. There's a free platform to initially join, and depending what you want to do with your podcast, ministry, or business, you can ask us about our tier opportunities. So that's what's going on with the podcast community. So what's next? Starting tomorrow, that's right, September 1st, that's a lot of stuff. September 1st, we'll implement all new podcasters coming on board. We'll be given the tier opportunity to join us. So we're not turning anybody away, and you're always going to be welcomed, regardless of whether you stay with the free package or move up. So that being said, we are ministry first. It's not about money, because it's the God's vision that I'm following and the mission that we're on, and he will give us the provision. So please know that you're welcome to the free base tier, and continue to share your ministry globally. That being said, what's going on with KTGDS Radio starting tomorrow? I have been blessed, in case you all did not know, I've been blessed to be a part of KTGD. I can say it better when I say it fast. KTGDSradio.com. KTGDSradio.com. It is a faith-based internet radio network that has been out for 11 years. That's right, 11 years. He celebrated his 11th year anniversary on July the 11th. And what did he do a week before then? He said he had to have me. Him and his wife had been following me, and I had no clue. And they invited me first to become a part of the network, just to have a show. But then after the Lord continue to move in our conversation, I am now the new general manager. That's right. I am the new general manager. Step 2, right down from him. Who knew? God knew that he had a plan for me. I didn't. But anyway, Lord Byron is going to relocate the home-based network from Arizona. He has been in Arizona for a while, but now he's going to Norman, Oklahoma. That's right. He's starting his move out today, and he will be in Norman, Oklahoma, where our home base will be from now on. And he has asked me to step up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday for 5 hours on the morning show. Oh, my Lord. Yes, I'm calling on Jesus. This is something new for me. But anyway, again, I'm excited about that. Starting tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, East Coast time, starting at 10 a.m. That's right. Starting at 10 a.m. for 5 hours. On Arizona time is 7 to 12, but my time 10 a.m. Let's see, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I didn't want to say it all. I'm going to be available for 5 hours, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on a KTGDS radio morning show. He said that I need to step it up to follow in his shoes, but actually everything is going to be done differently for the month of September under my guidance. We're going to have something every hour. I'm not going to be live 5 straight hours. So I'll open up live on Facebook at 10 a.m. for the first 30, 45 minutes or so. Then you have a playlist. And then every hour, prayerfully, I come up with something new. We're going to have interviews or a Bible lesson or something new. Every hour, on the hour, something new. But again, that's starting tomorrow for the month of September. Join me at KTGDSradio.com and click on the link to listen. Or you can download the TuneIn app. We are on TuneIn. So if you have the TuneIn app, please download it so you can find us very conveniently. I am available on the TuneIn app, also under Storm Talk Ministries. I'll get to that in a minute. But again, starting tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., I will do at least one live through that 5 hours. If I have a guest or something special going on, I may pop back in for another live. But for right now, every morning, 10 a.m., you will see me, Positively Ms.B, on KTGDS Radio, as well as simulcasting live on Facebook. Eventually, I will also simulcast on, hey, Pastor Dwayne, eventually I will also simulcast on, what's that other one? See, I don't even use it. The Twitter thing. Anyway, I'm really trying to get into all of this. But anyway, that being said, thank you for that. That's also starting tomorrow for the month. And he already promised me, Ms. B, that's not the last time. I'm like, oh, Lord. So that being said, as KTGDS Radio grows, we have stations in 10 different states already. Our goal is to have at least one station in every state. So right now we have 10 stations going on. So that's extra exposure for anybody who would like to join us. We can give you the states. No, I'm not. I want you to visit the website. The states are listed that we are located in, and that's on KTGDSradio.com. Go there and visit. Lord Byron is doing all of his websites, and that's his personality. So it's very busy and colorful, and I'm loving it. And he's just, so excited about having my daughter and I on board. That's right. Janice is also in charge of marketing for KTGS Radio. So we have a lot going on. So that's again KTGS Radio. I am the new general manager. I have a station manager, and we're going to make that announcement as well. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. If he joins us, I'll let him know. But we need to make a professional announcement before I keep putting it out there. But Lord Byron did a audio live earlier today. If you have the opportunity, please find that. It's the Lord Byron Show. He did an audio live, and he talked about the growth and the changes and the people that are coming on. We also have an entertainment station that's coming on board. Look that up on the website as well. So there are a lot of opportunities for you to join not only Storm Talk 365 for a, as they call it, Memorex podcast, which is also global. All of our podcasts are aired on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook. Sorry about the interruption. That being said, everybody, that's what's going on with KTGDS Radio a little bit. So let's talk about what's going on with KTGDS Radio, Storm Talk Ministries. In case you did not know, Lord Byron did celebrate his 11th year anniversary, July the 11th, and in that he had a word network that he really was not promoting. So as I came on board, the word network, all word, all day, is now Storm Talk Ministries. And because we are organizing, I really didn't want to promote it too much, but I was able to give some content to it for a month. And in a month since I've taken it over, we have over, are you ready? In just 1 month, 25,000 listeners. 25,000 listeners in a month without me promoting it. So that being said, everybody, Storm Talk Ministries will be taking off even further as I proceed to promote it and add new content. Storm Talk Ministries can also be found on that website, which is KTGDSradio.com. And you look on the link, you see the little headphones in the Bible, and you click on that, and you will hear the preloaded ministries that are available for the month of August. And well, I guess I started in July. He had a lot of stuff in July, but for the month of August, some of the podcasters from Storm Talk 365, as well as Elation Radio, was on there, and some other things. But every week, starting in September, the rotation will be different. I'll give you a schedule of what to expect on Storm Talk Ministries right there on KTGDS Radio. Pastor Dwayne was not aware of this, but I'm going to let you know now. Pastor Dwayne, he is a podcaster. I had not been putting a lot up for him him because I was trying to reorganize some things on Storm Talk 365. But you can find Pastor Dwayne Mullins every Sunday morning starting this Sunday. I think I have him scheduled at 10, but I'll let you know. But Pastor Dwayne will start having his podcast available every Sunday morning on Storm Talk 365. And he is in rotation, general rotation. There's a tier that's available for everybody else, but he is in general rotation. I just don't know when he's going to pop up. But I'm carrying him over to Storm Talk Ministries as well. So, Pastor Dwayne, that's the surprise that you're on live radio and your podcast on Storm Talk 365 are resuming Sunday morning. If you're not familiar with him, please look him up, G2G Ministries. He's absolutely an amazing young pastor. He's been doing it for a long time, and he has different churches in different locations. He's international. I recently spoke there at his church, and I pray to get another invite back. But G2G Ministries is all faith. It's just no fluff. He's a man of God. His family and all of the congregants, they take their relationship with Christ very seriously from what I can see. So again, that's G2G Ministries. Look them up on YouTube. You can also hear him on Storm Talk 365. But I am creating a new playlist. A lot of people are going to be hearing more from us on Sundays, starting with Pastor Dwayne. I believe his is at 10. I'm not sure. But that being said, Michelle Rhett is on Sundays. Ellis Crum is on Sundays. I keep calling her French fry. Myra Smith Fry is on Sunday. So our Sunday lineup is going to be my priority, both for Storm Talk 365 and Storm Talk Ministries on KTGDS Radio. Everybody, I'm telling you, thank you so much. Raleigh Thornton, I want to tell you, by the way, Raleigh Thornton is, we have, I got a list out for the top 6 podcasters on Storm Talk 365. And Raleigh Thornton is number 1 with almost 4,000 listeners. I'm so excited for him. He's doing well. He has a new book out, Pretty in His Presence. He's having a book signing, I believe it's tomorrow, Saturday, right there in Dayton, Ohio. If you're in that area, please look him up. Go on Facebook and find out all the details. But Raleigh Thornton, congratulations on being the number 1 podcast on Storm Talk 365. And Pretty in His Presence was a combination of 9 different authors. My daughter, Shanice Wilson, didn't write a whole chapter, but she did write a tribute to Raleigh in that. So you may want to look that up. It's available on Amazon, and I'm not quite sure where else, but I know it's on Amazon. So again, that's Pretty in His Presence. Raleigh Thornton is the author, and he's allowed 9 other women to come together and tell their stories. And I'm telling you, get your tissues ready. Oh yeah, get your tissues ready. So we have a lot of prominent people on Storm Talk 365, and I pray that they continue to move forward with me on KTGDS Radio, depending on their desires for what they want to do for their ministries. So again, Storm Talk 365 is going to have a great Sunday lineup starting this Sunday. Also, look for a great Sunday lineup every Sunday on both ministries, Storm Talk Radio and Storm Talk Ministries. If you would like to be a part of the podcast network or KTGDS Radio, hit me up. Hi, Helena. Just hit me up, because we have opportunities for both live radio, both pre-recorded podcasts. We have business opportunities for podcast and live radio on both venues. I am the general manager of KTGDS Radio, and I am the CEO of Storm Talk 365 and Storm Radio. So I'm just not an email person. They pile up. If you really are serious about communicating with me, please inbox me, and I'll make sure to get back with you, because I like to speak with you personally. I'm not a impersonal person. Everything done by email. I need to hear your voice. I want to connect with you spiritually. I want to know what's going on and what you expect from the venue that you're seeking for your ministry or your business. While I'm talking about it, Helena Henry Richards, she has an excellent, I believe she does it daily, pointers about being in business, and she also is a website developer, so look her up and get involved in investing in yourself. So again, this is about what's going on. I've told you about Positively Ms.B. Also, let me just tell you, every day, thanks to Kimmy Kim of Relation Radio, she encouraged me to go back to doing what started me out in the first place. I started out on, with Javon Jackson, Fire 91.8, a secular station, doing Monday morning motivations every morning, 8 to 8:15 a.m. And I stopped. I started promoting everybody, and I never did it. But this year, Kimmy Kim of Elation Radio asked me to please go back to doing my morning inspiration. So Positively Ms.B does a morning inspiration, 15 minutes with Ms.B every morning, 8 to 8:15. But because it's a podcast, it's available 24 hours a day for on-demand listening and downloads. But there's a topic every day, new topic done by me, Positively Ms.B, 15 minutes with Ms.B, inspirational podcast that posts on Facebook and the other social medias, 8 to 8:15. You can also find me on Elations Radio. She also shares it with Positive Power 21 Media on Jerry Royce Live Christian Network. So that being said, Positive Power 21 also gave me encouragement to move forward to where I am. So he strategically put people in place, and he's still doing that. So we've highlighted Positively Ms.B. We've talked about KTGDS Radio, which I'll be doing every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday live for 5 hours. We talked about KTGDS Ministries, Storm Talk Ministries, which will be having new content every week, and some people have schedules and some people won't, but KTGS Radio is giving me the opportunity to have Storm Family Ministries on live radio, and we already have over 25,000 listeners, and I haven't done anything to promote it. That being said, before I move on, and I'm mindful of the time, I don't like long videos, I'm being mindful of the time, but starting in October the 11th, we're actually going to celebrate me coming on board. I'm giving myself a little time to promote it and advertise it and get the content and get some steady people coming in. But for right now, October the 11th will be my official debut for Storm Talk Ministries on KTGDS Radio. So look for something special about that. So we've talked about KTGDS Radio. What's next? If you were familiar with me last year or a little bit sooner than that, my daughter and I were a part of the Poise Without Limits and the Horizon Speakers Alliance. And for a long time, all you saw was my face and my daughter's face. Well, the CEO was Charles Gentry, and he blessed me with the opportunity to become president of both companies, and my daughter was, and still is, the national sales director. We went through a lot of changes. We worked hard. We updated websites. We did a lot of things. But again, he was the president, and the CEO. And now that he's come forward, I can now say that unfortunately there were some health issues that abruptly took him out of circulation. And even though we were in the process of organizing what I could or could not do, we could not move forward. He had to focus on his health. So that explains what happened to Storm Talk 365's presence with the speakers, the Poise Without Limits and Horizon Speakers Alliance. I was not able to move forward on a lot of things because his health was serious enough where we could not move forward with giving me permission to do a lot of things that we were in the process of doing. So I'm not apologizing. I'm just now coming forward to let you know that we did not forget you, all the poets who are still in the group, the Poise Without Limits, all the people who are asking what happened and what's going on. We have been blessed with the opportunity. Charles Gentry has given us complete control of the company. He has stepped down. He's concentrating on his ministry and his health. So the Poise Without Limits and Horizon Speakers Alliance are now under complete control of Ms.B, me, Storm Talk 365, and my daughter. We will maintain our current positions. I will be the CEO, and she will continue to be director of everything. She's really the boss. I just got the title, but she will continue to be in charge of sales and marketing, but I do go to her for a lot of things. So we're just like mother-daughter. We're just a tag team. We're the Bobbsey twins, whatever you want to call it. We're inseparable. We complement each other. So that being said, I thank God for the opportunity to be able to take over. Charles Gentry has been around for over 30 years. If you Googled him, you'll find a lot of things about him. He is just absolutely an amazing, talented man, and the things and the directions that he wanted to take his companies, even though I knew God trusted me, I did not want to take on that kind of responsibility because, his connections was like, really? And I just didn't want to take on that and be a disappointment and not have his name continue the legacy that it deserves. So now that we have complete control, the directions are going to change, but the goal is still the same, to be the best, the Poise Without Limits media online, and also we're taking the Horizon Speakers Alliance in a totally different direction, because a year things have changed, and the requirements for speakers and poets have changed, but everything is, of course, is based on the internet. So let me just reiterate that Charles Gentry has stepped down and given Janice and I complete control of the Poets Without Limits and Horizon Speakers Alliance, and we're taking it at a whole new level. I am the CEO, and Janice continues to be the sales and marketing director for everything. Hey, Calvin. Hey, everybody. Hey, Lord Byron. Thank you so much for joining me. I just got through talking about KTGDS Radio. Everybody, my boss is moving to in Oklahoma. He's excited about his new audio feature that he's doing. He's going to be doing more audio live as he's transitioning to Norman. It's easy to do an audio live as opposed to a live. He'll probably simulcast audio live while he's live on KTGDS Radio. But that being said, we congratulate him on his move. And again, I publicly thank him in person for allowing me to be a part of this wonderful ministry and taking me into his fold. He is an excellent leader, and I look forward to gleaning from him because he's been in the business for over 11 years. But that being said, I want to move on because I have been on here for a while. So we talked about Positively Ms.B. We've talked about KTGDS Radio Morning Show. We've talked about the KTGDS All Word Ministry, which is Storm Talk Ministries. We've talked about what's going on with the Poets Without Limits, and we talked about what's going on with Horizon Speakers Alliance. I want to get back to Janice's network, which is Storm Radio 24/7. Again, Lord Byron also has an entertainment. Denise, forget her name. Forget it. Anyway, go to the website and look it up. We have an entertainment network that's going to be live. We're going to have boots on the ground. We're going to have a lot of live things going on. And even though Elder Byron is going to Norman, Oklahoma, I want you to be mindful that Jimmy Lee Boggs is still in Arizona, and he'll be doing a lot. Today is his day for his live. He does, I believe, at 9 a.m. Arizona time. But look up Jimmy Lee Boggs if you're in that area, Phoenix areas. Look him up. We are still doing live things from there. Contact him. But Lord Byron is moving to Norman, Oklahoma, and for the month of September, I will be doing the shows. So, what's going on next? I want to talk about one thing that's very heavy on my mind. I do these 15-minute podcasts every day, and then Calvin, thank you so much for your support, by the way. I do these 15-minute shows, and as I do them, the Lord is blessing me. So today, if you have not heard it, Life versus Living, and then I'm going to let you go. Life versus Living. There's a lot of things going on, and of course a lot of people are focusing on the mudslide in Sierra Leone or the terrible water disasters down there in the coast of Texas, affecting Louisiana and a lot of other cities. It's even bigger than they thought. They said it's even worse than Katrina. Can you imagine that? So I want to talk about life versus living right quick before I let you go. What I want to say is this. I saw several videos, but I want to mention two of them to you. A young lady, I'm not going to mention her name, but she had a video and she was singing "Thank You, Lord." She was singing "Thank You, Lord," and she had a beautiful voice. She said all of her cars were destroyed and her downstairs in the townhouse was totally flooded, but thank you, Lord. And she meant that, and she was just, singing her heart out. Thank you, Lord. It's not about what I don't have. Look what I do have. I still have my life, my health, my strength. I still have the future. She could have been dead. A lot of people lost loved ones. A van full of 6 family members. The youngest, I think, was 12, and the oldest were in their 80s, was a husband and wife. So there's a lot of things going on. And the second thing that I saw was this gentleman. He was maybe in his late 20s or early 30s. He had a 6-year-old, and all they had was backpacks on their back and the clothes on their back, and they were soaked. And he was saying, God is good. And you know what? He is good. So it's not about what you're going through. It's your attitude while you're going through it that takes you to your victory. So let me just leave you with this. I'm not going to quote scriptures. I'm not going to tell you everything. I just want to say this. It is your perception of what you're going through that determines your outcome. Things happen, and they're going to happen. Situations and circumstances happen to get a response from you in faith to take you to your victory. Situations and circumstances happen to get a response from you by faith to take you to your victory. Now, you either can be defeated, or you can be like that woman and said, "Thank you, Lord." You can be like that. And then interviewer asked, "Where are you going to go?" And he said, "I don't know where I'm going, but I just thank him anyway. God is good all the time." He grabbed his son's hand and they kept on going and everything was fine. Rain hit them in the face, but he was thankful. How many of you are thankful in the storm? See, it's your attitude. When Shadrach, Meshach, and I call him the bad Negro, but Abednego, when they were thrown in, even the guard that threw him in was disintegrated because the heat was that hot. And they went in and knew, I'm good. I got this. And then when the crowd saw a fourth individual, was like, what in the world? I know we threw three people in there. Where did the fourth one come from? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, where's your faith? It has to be unwavering. I talked about the unwavering faith. It's like the sea tossed to and fro. When you think about the waves down there in Texas, they came crashing, and even underneath things were stirring up, and whatever they hit, they destroyed. When you have no faith, what you're doing is like being that sea tossed and fro. Whatever's going on in you spiritually is just going around in circles. You have no control, and it's going to create a big mess underneath. And then on top, everything that you're trying to formulate in the flesh or in the manifest in the materialistic thing, it's going to be all over because you don't have any faith. It's just going like a tornado. Let me tell you something. You got to have faith. The Father said it's impossible to please him without faith. And if you don't have faith, don't expect to receive anything. I'm not making this up within the scriptures. So what I want to leave you with right now, I had no idea where I would be. All I wanted to do was be left alone. And from glory to glory to glory. Look at me. God knew. Everybody kept saying, Ms.B, you need to charge. It wasn't time for me to charge. Now I have something to offer a tier package for. It wasn't my time to it was never about money, even though I could have used it, even though you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in what you think. You need to sow into the ministry that you're gleaning from. But it wasn't time. Now I have something even more to offer. So now I have the tier packages. That wasn't my time. I wasn't listening to the chatter like Job. I can't listen to everybody in my ear. I have to be still and listen to the Father, because when he releases me to do a thing, he's in that thing and he's already blessed it. So I believe right now, I said goodbye to my past and I thank you for my future. I am so excited that I have a tier package. I'm so excited that Lord Byron has a tier package. We have so many different connections. Once we cut, we have to prune the old stuff and for new stuff to come out. And so new stuff is sprouting up for us both. Lord Byron is moving and we got new connections, new ministries, new opportunities. It's about the ministry, and everything that we do for the ministry is going to be blessed because the Father's in the middle of it, because it's never about us. So what I want you to do is, no matter what you're going through, I don't care if the water's waist deep, I don't care if sorrow's at your feet, I don't care. You have to have the attitude of gratitude. You have to be thankful and trust God to bring you through, because those three boys came out, they didn't even smell like smoke. Well, even though the person that threw them in was disintegrated, they walked out like, yo, dude, I don't know what to say except Jehovah God our Father protected us. The same thing he did for Job and those three boys and everybody else, and the same thing he's been doing for you all along. This too, he's there for you. Don't be weary. Don't be faint. Don't give up. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So that being said, this is Ms. B. I really appreciate you joining me. I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on with all the entities that I'm involved in. And I give God all glory and all praise, because I never thought I would be in this place. I love Tamala Mann's song. I never thought I would be in this place. All right, everybody. Thank everybody who's joined me. I see everybody's name. I can't call them all out because I have 2 different Facebooks going at the same time. Wilma Nedrick. Oh, my goodness. I just want to say thank you so much. I really do. Former neighborhood school, elementary school, I really appreciate that. But that being said, I don't want to keep long because, 30-minute, people get bored, like, oh, enough of that. So everybody, thank you so much. Again, follow me tomorrow morning, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 10 a.m. East Coast time. I will be simultaneously going live on Facebook as well as broadcasting live on KTGDS Radio for my very first 5-hour morning show, KTGDS Radio Morning Show. That's right. We're going to have something new every hour on the top of the hour, Lord's willing. If not, you'll still have a great list of music, inspiration, and look forward to special guests. That's right. Don't forget, Michelle Rhett is on every Monday afternoon, 1 p.m. East Coast time, the only ecclesiastical lawyer that I deal with. And don't forget to register. Have you registered for the National Summit? If you have anything to do with anything that's faith-based, and even if not, you need to be at this summit, because I'm telling you what, the lineup is awesome. God has sent people, even our local Lance Watson from Richmond, St. Paul Baptist Church, is speaking there. So again, Lance Watson from St. Paul's Baptist Church in Richmond, Virginia. That's right, I'm on the East Coast. He will be at the summit. Have you registered? The hotel, inside hotel. The hotel rooms are filling up fast. The pre-registration discount is going to be over soon. Please, if you have any questions, contact Michelle Rett directly. But for right now, you can look up all the information on the Church at Risk National Summit group page. You can go to churchatrisk.com. You can contact Michelle Rett. You can go to her website, michellerett.com. There's so many of the ways you can communicate with people. I'm handling some of the social media, but I don't make any decisions at all. Again, look her up. And also her podcast comes on every Friday, new podcast. And I'm telling you, you don't have to pay for this information. Oh man, I just be Fridays, 12 noon, okay? Fridays, 12 noon, Church at Risk. Awesome information. Even if she doesn't give you a new podcast, go back and look at her archive, because I'm telling you that. Did you know you can be sued if somebody fell in your baptismal pool? What if they got food poisoning? What if they was in the spirit and fell and hit the head? You liable. You're liable for the people that you hired that are inappropriate. You are liable for the things that are said that is representing your ministry because you have not kept them in check. Do you know the financial ramifications of misappropriating money? There are so many things that you're going on. That's right, www.churchatrisknationalsummit.com. That's a whole mouthful, but I'm telling you, we're rolling. And the closer we get to the deadline, more and more things have become available to you, and we're just formalizing a lot of things. But that being said, www.churchatrisknationalsummit.com. Please pre-register. Early bird specials are not going to be around much longer, and we don't want you to miss it. Again, it doesn't matter what denomination, what faith. If you have no faith, you still need to know what's going on in the community, and there's an excellent 101 informational program that's starting on that Saturday. That's all the information I can give you, except go to the website, look it up on Facebook, look it up on social media, on social media. But again, I don't want to keep you long. But again, and also look for this. My favorite Coach Ellis Crum from The Rules. He has 2 shows on my podcast. He has Trust What God Allows on Sundays at 3. Michelle comes on Sundays at 2 before him with the live versions of her KTGDS radio. But she also has it pre-recorded on Fridays. But Church at Risk and The Rules and what Trust What God Allows and Why Church People, all of those are going to be put together when Ellis Crum and Michelle Rett come out with their own TV/radio show. They're going to do it up, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. So that's right. Look for the Michelle Rett, I don't know what y'all going to call it. Type it in what you're going to call it, Michelle. Michelle Rett and Ellis Crum have created a show together. Can you imagine? The coach to the pastors, and Michelle Rett, a lawyer, and he is also very heavy into the finances and ethics of a pastor because he's a former pastor himself. So look for the Michelle Rett Ellis Crum show /TV. We're formulating that as well. So there's a lot of heavy-hitting podcasters on Storm Talk 365 that will be transitioning with me to KTGDS live radio. And when I say live, now on Storm Talk Ministries, there are going to be a lot of pre-recorded stuff, but not on KTGDS radio. We're doing live over there, a lot of live. We're promoting the live content on KTGDS radio. So everybody, thank you so much. If you think you have a ministry that you would like to be shared on an 11-year established internet Christian radio station, please look us up. We'll be glad to help you out. Storm Talk Ministries have just started in over a month, and we have over 25,000 listeners. So that being said, okay, they're going, yeah, you're right, the Great Divide, they are trying to, but they know how to come together. But yeah, the Great Divide with Ellis and Michelle Rett. That's a cool name, y'all. Okay. The Great Divide, look for that. And they've already done a podcast together. It's under the Michelle Rett Live. As a matter of fact, I think I maybe even just reposted today. Tomorrow will be her Church at Risk pre-recorded episode on Storm Talk 365 at 12 noon. All right. If I forgot anything, you have to wait till next week because I don't like to keep doing things. But tomorrow, again, unless I make some announcement during the live podcast broadcast, you will hear me 10 a.m. tomorrow, 10 to 3, intermittently, between music and interviews and information and ministries. You'll every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you are following me on Facebook or any social media, I will be live on the network as well as Facebook intermittent during the day. And please, every morning 8 to 8:15 or whenever, you will see a podcast posting on social media from Storm Talk 365, 15 Minutes with Ms.B. It is available for on-demand listening and download. Just go to www.stormtalk365radio.com, hit the tab where it says podcast, and you'll find me right there, Positively Ms. B, and all other podcasters right there. Also, you can find more about me at www.positivelymisb.com. All right, everybody, you have a blessed day, and thank you for your time. Go forth and be blessed, and know that God is with you. You can do all things with Him, but you can't waver in your faith. All right, bye-bye.